champions of the world, Denver Broncos.
And is caught for the win.
Danny Willett has won the Masters. Jason Day, major champion.
Derrick Henry will win it.
Welcome to the city of Fountains, Kansas City, Kansas for the USA Elite Select World Fast Pitch Championship featuring players age 12 and under. Today's championship game features the Georgia Impact taking on the OC Batbusters from California. CBS Sports welcomes you to the heart of America today from Shawnee Mission Softball Complex. It's the 12U Championship of the USA Elite Select inaugural World Fast Pitch Championships, and we are so glad you're with us. The Georgia Impact and the OC Batbusters have survived, and they're 7 innings away from being the inaugural champion as we welcome you in. He's won some championships at the time, 3-time national champion Barbara Jordan. I'm Bernie Gunther, and Barb, what a day, what a moment for these 12-year-olds to play on this national stage.
It's truly a special day. They are competing for the first ever USA Elite Select World Championships. They're one of 4 games featured today, and for the first time for these young ladies, first time ever competing on national TV.
Well, Georgia Impact, they're the visitors today. Let's meet the Georgia Impact starting lineup presented by Easton.
Madison Keener, left field. Ellie Williams, catcher. Mackenzie Rudy, center field. Emma Williams, right field. Grace Connolly, second base. Cassie Boatwright, shortstop. Madison Dobbins, third base. Sarah Curry, pitcher. Haley Cummings, first base. Lauren Cooper, pitcher and outfield. Kai Gasaif, right field.
And today they're going to go up against Lacey Ham, who has had an outstanding tournament so far, Barb.
Ham, she likes to mix both sides of the plate with a curveball and a screwball. She throws in the high 50s, and she also has a dazzling changeup.
She's 6-0 so far in the tournament, 0.85 ERA, and she's got an outstanding defense behind her in this championship game. So very well so far, 6-0 in the tournament. So check out the Dudley defense behind her for the OC Batbusters. It's Broman out in left, core in center field. LaPena out in right field. At third, Johnson. Martinez is the shortstop. Garcia at second base. And Leila Martinez over at first. And Keelan Hill behind home plate. For an OC Batbusters team who's really cruised through this tournament, as many of the around the fast pitch community know, the OC Batbusters, they're really the Yankees of youth fast pitch. They are such a good team, but this is a Georgia Impact team. We've seen really the shift in college softball. Playing really well as well. And this is an Impact team that can walk away easily with today's championship, as you see Madison Keener leading things off. Sent hundreds of kids to college as a program.
Jason Desai actually was a 5 years ago. He had an all-star team. The team did so well, he's like, I think we can move on to the elite level. And this is how he got there. He moved all of his players into travel ball. He started the Georgia Impact and became part of USA Elite Select.
Is any jitters for these 12-year-olds, or is it a matter of just starting to play the game and you forget about the game?
Well, I think the TV is a big deal, but I think once you get a few pitches into the game, you get in a bat or a ball hit to you, I think everything settles down to this is what these young ladies do every day, most every weekend throughout the summer and the fall, so I think the game's on.
Yes.
payoff pitch again from Ham. Grounded over to Martinez at short, and she makes the play, and that's what we're going to see today is even though these players are 12U, we have a 12U and an 18U championship. 12U, these guys are going to be really fundamentally sound.
Well, I like it. Keener doing what she's supposed to do, use the ground. She gets that bouncer, but Martinez gets a good read on it and fires it across the infield.
That'll bring up Ellie Williams, the catcher. She has had an incredible tournament, and you got to look for her. Typically, you don't see the catchers with speed, but so far in this tournament, she's got 5 doubles, 2 triples, 9 runs batted in. She has been a star for this Georgia Impact squad.
That's pretty good power to have for a 2-hitter.
Yeah.
Putting up some big numbers. And I like the doubles part because if Keener doesn't get on to lead off, Ellie Williams has the power to put herself on second base with 1 out.
Nickname Chipper. Swing and a miss there. Lacey Ham, she had 7 strikeouts in the previous meeting. These two teams actually met the very first day of the tournament. There was 2 exhibition games. And the Batbusters a 5-1 win. And it was a long, full week of softball action. You're trying to get just your sea legs in for these two teams. And Ham was very dominant then. Not going to get a strikeout there, though, as it's fouled back by Williams.
And both teams took a different road to get to this game. Last night, Georgia Impact actually lost the if game 6-1. They were winning 2-1 in the 7th last night. And then saw that lead go away in the top of the 7th, but being resilient, scored on a 2-run walk-off in the bottom of the 7th to propel themselves to this game.
This one is hammered into center field, and it's over the head of Hannah Core. And look at Ellie Williams going extra bases again. It's her 6th double of the tournament, and Impact with an opportunity here in the top of the 1st.
If you want to know how much winning a world championship means to these teams, well, take a look at Ellie Williams. She drives this ball well over Core's head in center field, and I love it. When she gets into second base, she turns to her dugout with total emotion.
And we're going to see Kayla Gusaif come on as a courtesy runner for the catcher. We'll see that today, courtesy runners for the catchers and the pitchers. Here's Mackenzie Rundudi, coming to the plate, center fielder. This is what's happened all week. Williams has gotten aboard, and then Rudidi's driven her in. She's got 7 runs batted in so far in the tournament. See him leaving the count up at a ball and a strike.
Talking about the excitement and what these players and some of the emotions they might be going through. What was a great scene was 2 hours prior to the game was all the parents and their families out here just watching them do their pregame, doing their little tidbits in front of the camera. I think everybody's really proud to be on national TV today.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Rudidi trying to drive home the first run of the contest.
This is the first ever USA Elite Select World Fast Pitch Championships. And we're going to talk more about how they actually got here. But this has truly been a great event. 4 different age groups, all competing for world championships today and tomorrow.
Big pitch, payoff pitch, put into play to Martinez. She looks to run her back, and now look at Williams trying to get to third, trying to bait the throw, and she's going to slide back and trying to make sure that they can play fundamental pitch, throw, catch on the infield. Williams baits the throw, but she'll hold it second with 2 away.
Williams breaks off the bag and then kind of reads it, thinks maybe I'll go on the throw, changes her mind, and with her speed, she gets back into second.
So an opportunity for the cleanup in the class of 2021. Emma Williams out of Byron, Georgia. Her twin sister is on the team as well, Ellie Williams, who just batted in front, and She was at second before they pinch ran for her. Swing and a miss. In theory, his sister an opportunity to bring home a sister.
Well, I'm sure it's not the first time they had this opportunity. In fact, when Emma Williams is not playing right field, she's pitching, so they're really a great combination in the 1 and 2 spots defensively.
Couldn't get it to bite it. Trying to get a strikeout to get out of the top of the first. After Ellie Williams threatened. Big spot for the impact, trying to get on the board first, and this one's going to be popped up. Martinez goes back, she reaches up and grabs it and retires aside the impact. They strand a runner in scoring position. The Batbusters to the plate for the first time when we come back to KC. Back in Kansas City, bottom of the first with the USA Elite Select World Fastball Championship. Time now to meet the starters today for the OC Batbusters out of California, presented by Easton.
Hi, my name is Tatiana Roman and I play left field.
Hi, my name is Alexis Guevara and I play pitcher.
Hi, my name is Isabella Garcia and I play second base.
Hi, my name is Desiree Martinez and I play shortstop.
Hi, my name is Genesis Johnson and I play third base.
Hi, my name is Layla Martinez and I play first base.
Hi, my name is Lacey Ham and I play pitcher.
Hi, my name is Emily LaPena and I play right field.
Hi, my name is Hannah Core and I play center field.
Hi, my name is Kaylin Hill and I play catcher.
Hi, my name is Melissa Rubio and I play outfield.
Hi, my name is Mia Mendoza and I play outfield.
Hi, my name is Arissa Lugo and I'm a catcher.
Hi, my name is Corby Otis and I'm a pitcher.
OC Batbusters today going up against Sarah Curry, who is a perfect 5-0 so far in this tournament. She's allowed only 4 earned runs.
Well, Curry, she's all business on the mound. She doesn't get rattled. Watch for her to work corner to corner. She's got a nice curve, a good screwball. But really, what really sets the tone for her is when she gets her changeup established for a strike.
Head coach for the OC Batbusters, Chris Garcia, part of a big program that has over 50 teams out of the Anaheim, California area. Really been a staple of building some of the faces that you see not only at the NPF level, but at the Women's College World Series, and of course in the upcoming Olympics as well. Have played for the Batbuster organization over the years. As Tatiana Roman is going to lead things off, the left fielder. Batbusters lineup so far in the tournament, they don't have quite the same averages as far as hitting that we saw the Georgia Impact have with the high 3s and the 400s. Roman hitting just 294. But they found a way to get it done with their pitching.
Yeah, and one of the things about the Batbusters is they have good pitching. Like you mentioned, Bernie, they have outscored their opponents in this tournament so far 37-10. So they do put some distance between themselves and their opponent.
Sarah Curry with 18 strikeouts so far in this tournament, 0.83 ERA. It's kind of what you expect in fast pitch when you get to this championship level, as runs are going to be at a premium. That's probably what hurts the Georgia Impact, the fact that they had an opportunity at the top of the first. Good pitch, it's 1-2.
Well, anytime you get to championship play, of course you want this all the time, but it's hitting with 2 outs when runners in scoring position. Those are the toughest hits to come by in the sport of fast pitch.
One, two, tap foul. Roman staying alive.
Coach Garcia says that Tatiana Roman is a huge key for them, of course, in the leadoff spot. But he said she is the spark plug. The team truly responds, one, to her quality of bats, two, especially if she gets on.
She's working here. Almost fouled it right into Alexis Guevara in the on-deck circle.
Curry working all outside to Roman. It'll be interesting if she can bring anything to that inside part of the plate.
There's Guevara in the on-deck circle. One and two. Still working outside. Batbusters jumped on board against the Impact in their first meeting, scoring a run in the first inning. I think this is what's become of the game of fast pitch over the years, is we've really seen hitters make pitchers continue to work. Fouling off pitches.
And that's a great quality for hitters, is knowing the zone, knowing what pitch you can handle with your bat. That's good discipline right there by Roman. Curry coming with that off speed. Roman doing a nice job keeping her hands back so she doesn't fish after it, even though she might have been fooled a little bit on the speed.
3-2, chop foul. As Roman comes in, Dodger fan, much like yourself. You guys share that same quality. Favorite player, Casey Cooper. She's got a brother that plays baseball, so the family, they're spending a lot of time on the weekends at the ballpark, as you could imagine. Team trying to cheer on for a hit, but she's going to take a walk. Roman walks for the third time in the tournament, and she is aboard here in the first inning. Check out our Dudley defense today for the Georgia Impact. Keener over at left. For duty in center field, Williams in right field. It's Dobbins at third, Boatwright the shortstop, Connolly at second base, Cummings over at first, and Ellie Williams rounds out the lineup behind home plate. Is Alexis Guevara, the designated player in this championship game. Trying to get aboard. Interesting thing I noted is you got a lot of California players, and they list their favorite team as the University of Florida. So there's got to be a lot of happy faithful down in Florida.
Well, and you have to think of some of the Florida Gators that have come through the Batbuster system. One being this past year, the freshman sensation they had, Amanda Lorenz. Led the Florida Gators in batting this year. Only a freshman, fantastic season, and she came through the Batbuster organization. And those are some of the reasons these young Batbusters have their eyes set on the Gators.
The 0-2 from Curry's fouled away, and this is a 12U game, so they only list their interest, and she's interested in Oklahoma, Florida, and Arizona. Later today, and in tomorrow's game, we'll hear about verbal commitments and where some of these players are going to be playing at the next level. But the odd thing here at 12U is sometimes in 8th, 9th grade, these players are getting offered scholarships, so they're just a couple years away from having to decide where they're going to play college softball, as crazy as that sounds. Called strike 3, and Curry gets a K, and out number 1 here in the first inning.
Take a look at Curry attacking Guevara with 2 strikes, and there we see that off speed. Guevara just unable to pull the trigger.
Isabella Garcia checks in and fouls the first pitch away. And that's one of the reasons why teams like the Batbuster and the Impact, they've come here to Kansas City to test themselves against the best, trying to get as prepared as he possibly can.
Well, whenever you play against the elite talent, it's always going to raise your game. And even if you don't have success, you go home and you learn what you really need to fine-tune to become better, to be successful during the games of competition. That's what it's all about. But if you're going to tournaments where you're not playing against high-level competition, you're really never being tested. So you're truly not growing.
1-1, swing and a miss. Big cut there for Garcia, who's hit 300 so far in this tournament. The leader in RBIs for the Batbusters is awaiting on deck in Desiree Martinez. But Curry with a chance for back-to-back Ks. That one pushed foul, and Garcia will get another opportunity. Roman over on first. The 1-2 pitch fouled away again. Some long at bats early on. 19 pitches thrown, now 20, excuse me, and only one out. We're in the bottom of the first, so they are making Sarah Curry work here.
Yeah, and I like it. You have to think about it's been a long tournament. It's hot today. So all these quality at-bats, the more pitches Curry throws, the better it'll be for the Batbusters.
This one dumped out to right field. In comes Williams, and she'll make the play for the second out. Roman able to get back to the bag at first. So nice first step there by Emma Williams out in right field to make the play.
Now batting number 28, Desiree Martinez.
So here's the cleanup hitter and the leader in RBIs for the Batbusters, Desiree Martinez. First pitch popped up. This should retire the side, and it does. Cummings will make the play. Both teams get a runner aboard. Both teams leave runners on a spectacular day here in Kansas City. We are so glad you're with us for the World Fast Pitch Championships.
The USA Elite Select World Fast Pitch Championships on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by USSSA, Dream NPF, Play USSSA. By Dudley, official ball of the US Elite Select World Fast Pitch Championship. By DeMarini, maker of the world's finest bats. And by Boomba,
With Jeremy McDowell. Mic check, mic check. Down on the field. Or not field. First one talking about the journey up until now. Second one talking talent. Third, I'm going to joke a little bit about the ceremonial first pitch.
The USA Elite Select World Fast Pitch Championships on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by USSSA, Dream NPF, Play USSSA. By Dudley, official ball of the US Elite Select World Fast Pitch Championship. By DeMarini, maker of the world's finest bats. And by Boomba, official sponsor of the USA Elite Select All-American Games.
It's a busy weekend here in Kansas City. 4 championship games on the CBS Sports Network, and down on the field, Lindsay Rowley is the man who set it all up, Jeremy McDowell from USA Elite Select.
That's right, Bernie. Now, Jeremy, this has been roughly an 8-year process, so take me through that journey and what it's been like for you.
Oh, it's been an incredible journey. Over 8 years ago, we set forth to start building the grassroots level, and now the last 2 years we really focused on the elite division, and to see this come to reality this week has been incredible.
And after that long journey, what's it like for you to see all of this incredible talent here in one place for this event that you've worked so hard on? 26 states, teams from Mexico, first-year event, over 35 Division I college coaches. Has been an incredible journey for a first-year event, and the talent's incredible here. Now, you know I'm going to ask you, I saw the ceremonial first pitch. Give me an evaluation. A little bit high. So a ball? A ball, definitely. Okay, yes. All right. Yeah. Thanks so much, Jeremy. Thank you for having us. Bernie?
Yeah, we got it in super slow-mo. You know, and it's interesting because Jeremy McDowell and Don DiDonatis, the chairman of the board and CEO of USSSA, they were big in involving themselves with the USSSA Pride and getting into the NPF. And I think that Kat Osserman may have given him some pitching lessons now that he knew that he was throwing out the first pitch, right, beforehand?
Yeah, I think he was all adrenaline. I think that's why he missed high.
We saw Grace Conley line out to the third baseman, Genesis Johnson. This is Cassie Bodewright on Monroe, Georgia. That is incredible when you take a look at what happened this week in Kansas City with it being the inaugural USA Elite Select World Fast Pitch Championship, to get as many high-quality teams as they have had arrive here in town. You get the Batbusters, you get teams like the Georgia Impact, and you get some really great championship games for you today. As you see a swing and a miss there.
Well, what I liked about this tournament was the education that they also offered these athletes. They had seminars with former and current players. They sat on a panel, along with college coaches coming in on another day. They sat on a panel and really talked about what it's like to compete at the highest levels and what it takes to be recruited.
Bodewright goes down swinging as Lacey Ham picks up her first strikeout, and she's cruising right along here in the second inning.
Ham mixing it up and going up in the zone. And there you see her rise ball working.
Lacey Ham now with 40 Ks so far. She struck out 7 Georgia Impact batters when they met earlier this week on Monday, and that was just in a shortened exhibition game that went only 5 innings. Madison Dobbins nods her head. She knows that the first pitch was a called strike. This winning that semifinal to get here is her greatest softball memory, and I would assume that that has been updated today with playing in this championship game.
Playing for the first ever USA Elite Select World Championship. Something special to win a world championship, but to be the first team ever. Your name's going to be in the books.
Swing and a miss, it's 1, and she's down on strikes. Oh, it is 1 and 2. Dobbins had me ahead of it because she was already headed to the dugout. Good eye there, it's 2 and 2.
It's a nice spot by Ham, missing just off the plate. That's what a pitcher wants to do. You don't want to throw it 3 balls off the plate where it's not tempting for a hitter. So that's real good location by Lacey Ham.
2 and 2. Top foul should get another opportunity. This is a team that's very superstitious, as we'll find out during the game. So they have a black cherry Merlot hand sanitizer that they make sure to warm up with. Lindsay Rowley will tell us a little more about that as it comes in. But superstition, was that a big part of the game back when you played?
It's still a big part of the game.
Lifted and just foul over the glove of Layla Martinez.
I think you don't only see players doing the same routines. You know, in softball, you always have to have the same throwing partner. You never want to deviate from who you throw with. That's part of your routine. A lot of different things. Some people don't step on the chalk lines. But even both these coaches are superstitious. All week long, because they were winning, they kept parking in the same parking spot.
2-2 right down the pipe. Back-to-back Ks for Lacey Ham, and she has a 1-2 second inning. What a start for Ham and the Batbusters. He's got 2 Ks so far. The Batbusters coming back to the plate when we come back.
It's only at this time of year where we get to go face pitching and the level of competition that you see in an event like this.
It just gets me pumped and ready to play. Like, woo! I'm just so excited.
To be able to be here in front of this type of coaches in this type of environment, and for these girls to showcase what they have.
We've been working really hard, and so we've definitely earned it, but it's definitely extremely special.
We put all of our
guts and glory on the field. We just love the game so much that that's all you can do.
It's lit at the tournament. Wish you were here with us.
What a week it has been here in Kansas City for the USA Elite Select World Fast Pitch Championships. 178 total teams vying to get into 4 championships. 26 different states represented, including a 16U team from Mexico. What a great week. Got to see NPF softball play against the best. 80 different coaches were here, Barb. It really had all the components, didn't it?
I think it's been a fantastic event for all these players. And we talked about the competition on the field, the best teams competing for this World Championship. And then Wednesday night, you talked about the NPF was here Wednesday night. All these teams were part of the world's largest tailgate party. And from that tailgate party, they all went in to watch the Pride take on the Charge. And that allowed this youth to blend with National Pro Fast Pitch. Over 6,000 people in attendance for that game.
Yeah, what an opportunity for some of these players to see Martinez come to the plate. That, you know, obviously the growth of the NPF is growing around the country. The awareness is growing, but front and center, 6,000 people that may have never gotten a chance to see a fast pitch game not on CBS Sports Network, got a chance to see it live. Martinez takes a cold strike, it's 1-1. What a time for the athletes to get a chance to come together, because it's a week that's obviously the component in these fast pitch tournaments with 6 games guaranteed. You're going to play a lot of softball, but it's got to be about more than just playing games.
Well, there's a lot of camaraderie that goes along with it. Now, these young ladies, when they're not playing, they're practicing. The Batbusters, as an example, when they're not playing, they practice every Saturday and Sunday out in Anaheim Hills, Sycamore Park, from 8:30 to 1:30. So even though they're young in age, as this is the 12U group, they're dedicated. They're starting to lay the foundation for the work ethic it's going to take them to continue to have a successful career.
Sarah Curry with a chance for her second K. Got her swinging, and Martinez is down on strikes. Well, this is what happened on Wednesday night at Community America Ballpark right before the NPF on CBS. Look at how much fun they were having out there at the world's largest youth tailgate. Getting together. You get those breakdancing skills, Barb?
I do not.
As you see a ground ball there, Lacey Ham is grounds out to Cummings, and they go in order in the second inning, a 1-2-3 inning. We come back to Kansas City. We'll have the third inning between the Impact and the Batbusters.
I think one of my favorite softball memories was last year in Reno, getting to play on national television in the championship.
14U, we won Eastern Nationals, so that was really fun.
Playing with my friends all the time and just always being around them. It's like a second family.
Hiked up a waterfall as a team, just as team bonding. It was a lot of fun to do in between games.
Some flavor of our 178 teams that have made their way to Kansas City this week. And the last one, whether it's hiking trips or trips to bowl or a trip to the movies or the dinners out, I'm sure the players always remember the games and the moments and the championship and the big Ks, but they've got to really look back and remember those bonding moments that they have as you see Sarah Curry begin things here in the third.
Well, it's always nice to play at home, but there's something special about a road trip. I think every player loves a road trip, and it's about, yes, the games and the competition, but all the things you do off the field. Those are the bonding moments. Those are the moments that build the chemistry, so when you step onto the field, you know that everybody's got each other's back.
So Curry, she's 1 for 17 in this tournament. She's walked 3 times, but she's struck out 9 times, and she is behind with the count 1 and 2. Lacey Ham looking for her third consecutive strikeout. Just off the plate, couldn't get her to bite. Seems like Lacey Ham has been a lot more efficient. The last inning and the beginning here in the third. 2-2, got her swinging, and Lacey Ham now has 3 consecutive strikeouts. For more on the team bonding, let's check in with our Lindsay Rowley.
Yeah, Bernie, the girls not only having fun on the field, but also off the field. The Georgia Impact took a field trip and all went go-karting, but apparently one of the attendants was trying to fix a go-kart, and one of their assistant coaches, Brian Boatwright, almost ran the guy over. They were making jokes about it and talking to me. I guess the girls all got a good kick out of it. So lots of fun here, not only on the field, but off the field too. Back to you.
Thank you, Lindsay. Not a way to get any extra laps at the go-kart track if you're running over the attendee. I don't think that he's just offering you up an extra lap or two, right?
Well, it's the laughs. I'm telling you, it's things like that that you're not embarrassed. They're just little things that bring you back together. You can always joke about.
Kelly Cummings gets a base hit, second hit of the contest for this Georgia Impact team. Ellie Williams had a double back in the first, and this is Madison Keener at the top of the lineup. She grounded out to the shortstop in her first plate appearance. I remember and talk about that for a while, though. Remember the time the coach almost ran over the attendee when we were go-karting?
And those are things that doesn't just happen at the travel ball level. Anytime you talk to the players through the collegiate level and the professional level, you know, just this year, USSSA Pride, they did a Star Wars night, and the next day they came out and they're all whites, you know, and that was their theme for the day. So it's all about having fun. You're having fun off the field. It's definitely going to transfer onto the field.
Madison Keener, she and Cassie Boatwright have played together since they were 5 years old. This one back foul.
Keener known for her short game. Take a look at the Batbusters defense. Infield is pulled in, and especially the outfield. All the outfielders pulled in tight, expecting just that short line drive or soft line drive.
She's had a successful tournament, hitting over 350. She scored 10 runs. She'll hold back there. She's now well ahead in the count. 3 balls and a strike.
LaPena out there in right field is almost on that dirt, maybe like about 8 feet behind the infield dirt. She's real close.
It's a big pitch for Lacey Ham, who is cruising, and now she's going to issue a walk. And look at this, the Georgia Impact have 2 aboard. Well, the CBS Sports Network brings you NASL soccer action as Puerto Rico FC hits the pitch in the Sunshine State to take on the Tampa Bay Rowdies tonight at 7:30 Eastern, only on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. So just as I said that Ham looked like she had really found her groove, getting her 3rd consecutive strikeout, she was cruising along. Cummings comes in, gets a walk, and then Keener is aboard as well. And now a big chance for Ellie Williams, who's driven home 9 so far in the tournament. We saw her with a double back in the first. Try to get the Impact the first strike in this 12U championship game. Ellie Williams and her twin sister Emma both get a chance to play with one another on this Impact squad. And Williams with a chance to really impact the game there. Holds back, and it's 1-1.
I asked them, which one of you was born first? And Ellie proudly said, I was born 6 minutes first. And I said, do you know why? And she looked at me all confused, and I said, it's because Emma was so gracious, and she said, you go first.
Very nice. Out of the zone, it's 2-1. She's got 9 extra base hits in this championship. She's hit right about 500. It's going to take time here. It's a big spot for this Georgia Impact team with their 2nd opportunity to drive home a run. And no matter what game we see, high school, college, NPF, This is where you have to come through with the big hits when you have the opportunities with a runner in scoring position.
Well, if you can learn that fundamental, it's actually a skill. If you can learn how to come up with RBIs when the game's on the line, when it matters most, and you can do that at a young age, you're really it's gonna stay with you throughout the rest of your career, because it's an act. Not everybody has the skill to do it.
3-1 pitch, lifted foul, and Johnson has enough room, and that's a big out there, getting Ellie Williams, one of the top hitters for the Georgia Impact, for out number 2 here in the third.
A lot of times, Marty, you look at somebody's average and they might be a 400 hitter, and then you look at their average with runners in scoring position and they might be a 200 hitter. And it's just sometimes for young hitters, they put pressure on themselves when those runners are in scoring position.
Crazy run duty. She had an opportunity to drive home a run back in the first and grounded out over to the shortstop. Mackenzie, her family comes, they run track and field. And Ruditi out to right field. LaPena backpedals, makes the play and retires aside, and Lacey Ham gets out of a jam. 2 left aboard for the Impact as we head to the bottom of the third. We are still scoreless here in KC. What a week it has been here in Kansas City. 178 teams vying, 5 different complexes hosting these games, 12, 14, 16, 18U action on the fields all around town, and at the USA Elite Select World Fast Pitch Championships. And the 12U, the Georgia Impact and the OC Batbusters, they have survived this week. They have made it to the championship game, and as you'd expect, the pitching has really started to take command. Big out there by Lacey Ham, by the way, after the Georgia Impact got 2 aboard with just 1 out to get out of that jam.
Well, Ham had been cruising along, but the Impact putting 2 runners on base last inning. But Ham toughening up when she needed to the most.
Bottom of the lineup for the OC Batbusters. Their only base runner came on a walk. It was Tatiana Roman, led off the first with a base on balls. And after that, Sarah Curry, she's been all business. See her favorite superhero, Wonder Woman. Some fun questionnaires we got from these players about why they'd want to be this character, that, or their favorite moments and memories.
I like it. She's got good powers. She has many talents, many skills at a young age.
Pena swings and misses. She said that she picked Wonder Woman because of her lasso.
I like it. Former great Cat Osterman, that is her favorite superhero, Wonder Woman.
She's the oldest. Sister that's 9 that plays softball, a brother that plays basketball at 7 years old. He's trying to get aboard here against Sarah Curry. What has she done so well to keep this Batbusters lineup a little off balance so far?
Well, we've watched her work the zone a little bit in and out, more with her screwball than her curve, but then she's been mixing in her changeup, and I think that's been the difference. As a pitcher, you never want to sit on one corner, and you really want to try to never throw at the same speed, because once these teams go through the lineup 2-3 times, they'll start making an adjustment.
So you see the velocity, still pretty good pace, 56 miles an hour. Okay, they've got some time. We're not going to see the same 70-mile-an-hour pitches that we see from Monica Abbott, because there's only one Monica Abbott. This one is going to be caught, and it's off the glove of Bella Garcia. She cannot make the play, or excuse me, Connolly, I should say, can't make the play. And how about LaPena puts it into play, and she has the first hit of this contest. And now nobody's paying attention, and she's going to go to second, and she slides in safely, and that's what you got to do. Got to make sure you take care of the ball when you have it.
LaPena showing us her Wonder Woman skills. Gets the base hit just off of the glove of Connolly. And then she sees an opening, and this is great base running. So first the base hit, and then once the Impact tosses the ball in, LaPena sees an opening. When they turned her back on her, she took second base.
So a big spot here now for the Batbusters. It's the first time today that they've had a runner in scoring position. Their 9-hole hitter, Yannickor, who's 1 for 8. She shows bunt, pulls the bat back. The parents, they have traveled from California to be a part of this championship as well.
This tournament has had such great feedback already, and it's not even over. We still have 3 championships in 3 different divisions after today, but the feedback has been excellent. I like the education that they did with the college coaches and current and former players talking to the athletes. And then this level of competition.
2-1 pitch to the Maverick. It's called a strike, it's 2-2.
There's over 170 teams here this week, and I can only, this is the first year for these World Championships. I can only see this tournament growing in the future.
Moore swings and misses, and she's down on strikes. And how about Curry getting her 3rd K of the contest and a big first out there.
Well, this is a great job by Curry, just taking the ball and moving it a little bit throughout the zone. There we see her coming with her screwball.
Curry's allowed only 4 earned runs this entire tournament, and she's picked up 5 wins. Both these pitchers with an ERA sub-1. Top of the lineup in Tatiana Roman.
I like the build of Roman. Remember, this is the 12U division, but Roman, just watching her run down the line, she's going to be a power runner. She's got a great build.
Just recently converted into a slapper. She mentioned that recently she was in the left side. She got to 2 strikes. Her coach moved her back to the right side, and she hit a home run. 0-2 pitch, slapped on the ground, and it's picked up by Bodewright, who comes across the diamond, and a nice little grab there by Cummings over at first to make the play. But La Pena is going to advance to 3rd on the ground ball out, as there's 2 away here in the 3rd inning.
Boatwright, the youngest player on this Impact roster. Nice job, moves her feet, stays with that ball even though it squirts around in her glove. And a strong throw on the run.
So La Pena over to 3rd as Guevara comes to the plate, and that one's going to scoot away from Williams, and in comes La Pena. She'll score, and look at this, the OC Batbusters taking advantage of a miscue there to score the first run of the contest.
Ball clearly in the dirt, gets away from Williams. Pena scored easily.
Ellie Williams never really had a chance there, and again, this is a full turf infield, a full turf circle. The batter's box is turf, so the ball does take a truer hop though with it being turf.
Yeah, but that would have to clearly be a wild pitch, ball bounce, probably about 4 feet in front of home plate. And it was off to the side, off to the left. Williams behind the plate.
I'm just assuming for a catcher, even with it being a wild pitch, that it's a much more difficult play to make.
I think if it's a little bit quicker hop, it might be a truer hop, you know, not landing in the dirt, but a little bit quicker once it hits the turf.
2-2, and this one's going to be lifted out to right field. Williams, she took a step in, she needed to take a step back, and Guevara is on her way to 2nd with a double. This played out there in right field by Emma Williams. And look at this, the inning continues for the Batbusters after a big hit by their designated player.
Well, Guevara showing her power. Williams actually came in, realized the ball was hit back and retreats. She actually does a good job of keeping Guevara just to a double.
The Impact had their opportunity. They did not score, but look at the Batbusters here in the bottom of the 3rd. Trying to add to this 1-0 lead now as Bella Garcia, who flew out to right field, comes to the plate. A chance to bring home Guevara, who's on 2nd base. Batbusters team that has made Sarah Curry work today. Base hit, it gets past Connolly. Guevara, she's going to come in to score, and the Batbusters lead it 2-0. Big swing by Bella Garcia, the second baseman.
Well, what we're seeing with the Batbusters are 2-out RBIs. Not easy to do. Garcia with a nice stroke there, easily scoring Guevara. But for the Batbusters, it's really fundamentally what they're doing offensively. We saw Guevara take that extra base. That allowed her to score on that wild pitch. I'm sorry, that was La Pena. And then the good base hit by Guevara.
Another leader in RBIs at the plate, trying to continue this inning. Batbusters with some big 2-out hits took advantage of the wild pitch.
Well, La Pena really set the tone, taking second base just on that routine base hit when nobody was covering.
Into center, it's caught, side retired, but La Pena gets aboard. She scores the first run. Alexis Guevara gets a double, and then Bella Garcia brings her in as the Batbusters lead it 2-0. Big start for Emily LaPena and the OC Batbusters as they score the first run of the game. Emily LaPena, the first hit of the contest for the OC Batbusters, and they score their first 2 runs. Let's check in now with Lindsay Rowley down on the field.
Thanks, Bernie. I'm down here with Batbusters head coach Chris Garcia. Coach Emily LaPena with some great base running, and then Bella Garcia drives one in. Take me through that inning and what enabled you to have this lead.
Well, we came in with the game plan, and these girls are starting to execute it. You know, they're having fun and doing what we're asking them to do.
Lacey Ham looks pretty comfortable here today. What are you liking in her game?
That she's sticking with her game plan. She's I think she was a little you know, with the bright lights and all the cameras, I think it took her a minute to get going, but I think she's now dialed in and ready to go.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys?
Thank you, Lindsay. Lacey Ham had some challenges. Double by Ellie Williams back at the first, put her in scoring position. She found her way out of it, and then in the third inning, Georgia got 2 aboard with 1 out. But once again, if you have a great pitcher, is you're going to give up some hits, you're going to walk a couple people, but you got to find a way to get out of those jams, and she has done so in the first and the third as the impact coming to the plate here in the 4th inning.
As a pitcher, you'd love to be perfect, but that's not really what your position's all about. It's about letting your defense play behind you. And if you have the ability to collect strikeouts along the way, it makes it that much easier for your defense.
Now Lacey Ham has a chance to really pitch with some confidence as she heads into the circle with a 2-run advantage.
2 strikes.
She is ahead of Emma Williams, looking for her 4th strikeout. 0-2 pitch. This is going to be laced out to left field. And in left center, Hannah Core tracks it down. Big piece of hitting with 2 strikes there by Emma Williams getting aboard. Jason Gasaif, Impact head coach, wired for sound. Let's find out what he said to his team in between innings.
You can't make mistakes in this game because they're going to take advantage of everyone. You can't fall asleep. So anytime there's runners on base, you can't just fall asleep. They will take extra bases. We cannot make mistakes, okay? You just can't. With that being said, it's only 2 runs. We can hammer this kid, right? So let's just start putting some runs up here, but stay in the game mentally. Come on, we're better than that. Let's go.
Let's go, right.
Yeah, wild pitch helped lead to the first run of the contest. And again, it really all started with LaPena taking that extra base, as this one's going to be caught by Martinez at shortstop. But back-to-back hits hit in a similar position. But that run, as he mentioned, it was scored on some errors mentally. by the Georgia Impact defense.
Well, a mental mistake. LaPena taking advantage after a base hit of nobody covering the bag. Ground ball moved her to third, and then a wild pitch enabled her to score the first run.
Cassie Boatwright struck out in her first plate appearance. I mentioned one of the youngest players. She's a class of 2022, so she's got a while to play travel ball before she gets called up into college softball.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Boatwright is the youngest player on this Impact roster.
She's a good one, hitting over 500 so far in this tournament. It scoots away from the first baseman Martinez, but not far enough for Emma Williams to think about heading to second. Emma Williams, the third hit in the contest for the Georgia Impact. They've had opportunities. They played 7 innings in this championship game, so there's plenty of time left. Big cut, it's 1-2.
Let's go, Lacey! Let's go! Let's go, Lacey! Let's go! Let's go, Lacey! Let's go! Let's go, Lacey! Let's
Family cheering on Lacey Ham, looking for the K. Said it's grounded over to first base, and Martinez grabs it in fair territory. She'll tag the bag at an easy second out here in the 4th inning, and now for the 3rd time in the contest, the Impact have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Nice job by Martinez securing that out. Boatwright hits behind the runner, uses the ground, puts a runner over there into scoring position.
Madison Dobbins at the plate. One day she wants to be an orthopedic surgeon. She's played with the number 7 all the way since she first started playing softball, and she's trying to come through with a big hit here in the 4th inning. Her favorite player, Kirsty Merritt. It's a situation Merritt's pretty good at. Trying to get a hit with 2 away and drive home a run.
Merritt, a part of 2 Women's College World Series national championship teams for the Florida Gators. Now on the USSSA Pride as a rookie.
Popped up and just out of the reach of Keelan Hill, the catcher.
But with a lot of these young women, you know, they now have the role models to look up to, and that's what I like for them, because back in the day, young women didn't have the role models. I know when I grew up, it was more about who do I like on the Dodgers, you know. It was, you know, your Steve Garveys and Steve Saxes. But now these young girls have so many professional athletes that they can aspire to be like.
We see it when they talk about their favorite players, the Lauren Hagers, the Kirsty Merritts, the Sierra Romeros.
Yeah, Lauren Chamberlain, the all-time collegiate home run record. All these players coming to that tailgate party got to see her play live the other night.
Tap to Martinez across the diamond, and they got her over at first by a footstep, they'll say, so that'll retire the side. 3rd time that the Impact have had an opportunity to score, but they go scoreless. It's the Batbusters still up by 2, looking to add to their total. Had a lot of fun here in Kansas City. The Georgia Impact trailing by 2. Lindsay Rowley is with their head coach, Jason Gasaif.
Thanks, Bernie. Coach Ellie Williams kicked off the hitting for you guys there in the first. What makes her so dangerous at the plate?
You know, this whole week she's been just ripped on a tear at the plate. I mean, she just sits back, waits for her pitch, and squares it up and drives it well.
Sarah Curry gave up a couple in the last inning. What are you talking to her about in order to hold the Batbusters at 2?
We just, you know, we figure 2 runs, you know, we can manage 2 runs. Hopefully if we get our bats going, you know, we usually can put 4 or 5 up. So hopefully if she can just settle in a little bit, get it past that last inning, she'll get back into a groove.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys?
Thank you, Lindsay. Sarah Curry, she seemed like she was cruising along as well, but again, you take a look at Emily LaPena taking advantage of some heads-up base running. That was the difference.
Well, a few miscues on the defensive end have been the difference in this game. But we talked earlier about Georgia Impact is a team of resilience. Watch them fight back. in the elimination game last night. Down by a run, scoring 2 in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Genesis Johnson, 3.5 GPA, checks into the box, leading things off here in the 4th. 5, 6, and 7. For the OC Batbusters trying to tack on to this 2-run advantage. Johnson popped out in her first plate appearance back in the 2nd inning. This is a Sierra Romero fan.
Good choice. Sierra Romero winning just about every collegiate award for college softball this year. Named the USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year. Was also the Honda Award winner in the sport of softball.
0-2 pitch from Curry, foul away. They have made Sarah Curry work today. She's got 3 Ks, but I feel like every time the Batbusters are in an 0-2, 1-2 hole, they're fouling it off.
Yeah, they're really swinging at good pitches in the zone, and that's what hitting with 2 strikes is all about. Trusting that you know the zone.
Fights it off again. And for the 80 college coaches that are in attendance, maybe looking for eventually their next crop, it's got to impress them when they see these youngsters be able to fight off pitches when they're behind the count.
Well, sure, anything fundamentally where a coach can identify the foundation of fundamentals and skills, that's going to be eye-catching. Bernie, we've also talked a lot this week about other things that college coaches are looking at. You know, sure, they want to see somebody that can hit the ball 200 feet, but they also want to see what an athlete does if they go 0 for 4. Does their attitude change? Does their attitude change towards their teammate?
Look at this at bat by Johnson. She continues to fight against Sarah Curry. Batbusters just do not go down easily. They're already ahead 2-0. They have only 2 hits so far in this championship game, and that one's going to be a 3rd. Johnson with a single. In back-to-back innings, the OC Batbusters get the leadoff hitter aboard.
That's a good at-bat for Genesis Johnson. Fouled off a handful of pitches and then gets one she can handle as she lines it into left field.
So here's Martinez, struck out in her first plate appearance. She shows bunt and executes perfectly. Dobbins, the only play is first, and once again the Batbusters have an opportunity with runner in scoring position. They got the speedy Genesis Johnson.
Already with a 2-0 lead, the Batbusters trying to extend it. Layla Martinez laying down a perfect sacrifice bunt to move Johnson over to second.
And the color La Machine, Lacey Ham. She can hit as well as pitch. She grounded out in her first plate appearance, but hitting almost 400 in this tournament. It's a good nickname to be if you're a pitcher, to be the machine, right? Isn't that what you're trying to be?
Yeah. If you get a nickname, you want it to be a good one, especially if the nickname sticks.
Yeah, she says her favorite pitch is a changeup. As a batter, you think she's looking change more often since it's her favorite pitch?
No, I think she's just reading. I just think she's seeing the ball, hitting the ball. And as head coach Chris Garcia indicated, they had a plan before this game.
Tapper to second base. Conley's only play is first. And Johnson, who led off the inning with a single, is now at third. So it's still a productive out for the Batbusters, moving the base runner over to third base with 2 away. And Emily LaPena, who had all the tear on the base pass an inning ago, gets an opportunity here to drive home the 3rd run of the contest for the OC Batbusters.
Well, that is a nice at-bat by Lacey Ham. Again, hitting behind the runner, moving the runner 60 feet. And that's a different pressure for a pitcher, having a runner on second with 2 outs versus a runner on third base with 2 outs.
First pitch swing popped up, and Cummings is going to go make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So Johnson gets aboard with a leadoff single. Nice little play there by Cummings to end the inning. Moving on to the 5th inning, 2-0 Batbusters on top. This is how the scoring began in the 3rd inning. This one off the glove of Conley. LaPena gets aboard. And then look at this fancy footwork to take second.
Well, LaPena, heads up, nobody covering second base. She takes second base, works her way to 3rd on a ground ball, and then scores on a wild pitch. And then Guevara hits the ball well into right field. She puts herself on second base. And Garcia with the key RBI to make this score 2-0.
Game recap. Batbusters 2 runs on 5 hits, Impact with 3 hits so far, and obviously LaPena, the run that counts so far, is Batbusters with a 2-run lead. Let's check in once again down to the field with Lindsay Rowley.
Thanks, Bernie. We've been talking about superstitions all day long. I'm right outside of the Georgia Impact dugout, and one of their biggest superstitions, believe it or not, is hand sanitizer. Now, it has to be a specific flavor. This one's the Black Cherry Merlot, but it's not just the players. It's the coaches, it's the parents, it's everybody. In fact, in between innings, they were all putting it on, and if you're down here, it smells like cough syrup and deliciousness. They're all here putting it on, so we'll see if they can get it going here in this inning. Guys?
That's what I was wondering, is the Black Cherry Merlot, cough syrup, I don't know that that's the smell that I want in the dugout, but obviously if it's working for you in the tournament, we'll go with it, right?
Well, I'll tell you, head coach Jason Gasaif, one time during the season, his team was struggling. They needed to get out of an inning, and he took out the hand sanitizer and he put it on, and it was the same flavor. And when he put it on, the team turned a double play, and he thought, there's some mojo to this. And then he told his team that, and the parents that. They've all gone out. Before the game, Lindsay was actually saying, hey, do any of you players have the hand sanitizer I can borrow? And they all raised their hand. They all carry it in their ball bag.
Stock and hand sanitizer, it's the key to great hitting and great defense, I guess. Apparently, as you see Curry strike out for the 2nd time in the contest. Big first out for Lacey Ham.
I'm doing a great job getting ahead, and once she gets ahead, she's working up in the zone.
Be ready, Hannah!
Skelly Cummings, she made a nice little grab there to end the 1st inning in foul territory. Again, these are just 12 and under players. So I have to say I'm really impressed with the way that they have played this game today.
These teams are fundamentally sound, and I think if anybody wants to understand how much the sport of fast pitch has grown, take a look at this division, 12U playing for the World Championships. We've seen the good gloves on defense, players throwing on the run, key base hits, savvy base running. All the fundamentals are here, and you got to give credit to the coaches. You got to give credit to the players and their hard work, but these coaches guide them and provide them the knowledge that they need.
0-2 pitch. Skelly Cummings likes to play the violin and the cello, and the Impact are hoping that she can play a little sweet song here in the 5th inning and get them started. She did the same in the 3rd. After Curry struck out, she got aboard with a single. Keener followed with a walk. And the Impact had an opportunity. She bites off a pitch there, and the count remains 1-2. Look at the crowd on hand here at Shawnee Mission Softball Complex and enjoying the top youth fast pitch teams challenging here for a world championship, the inaugural world championship.
lot of work this week by Jamie Lowprice, the Vice President of USA Elite Select, putting on this tournament.
Outside corner, called strike 3, and back-to-back Ks by Lacey Ham here in the 5th. She's got 5 in the contest.
Number 15, Madison Keener.
Nice job with Ham. Going with the screwball with 2 strikes. That ball clearly cutting away from the left-handed batter.
So the danger here for the Impact, they have the top of their lineup potentially here in the 5th for the final time in the contest. But they're hoping that they can get a little 2-out rally as Madison Keener comes to the plate. She walked her last time up. But Lacey Ham, she's got it dialed in just as we saw her in the 2nd and early 3rd inning. Keener walked her last plate appearance. She's gotten ahead in the count 2-0. Smart catcher there for Hill. Her pitch is cruising along here in the 5th inning. Reassures her, bobbled over there by Johnson, but she can't recover, and Keener's going to get aboard. But you got to credit Hill. She goes out, talks to Ham, and she got the pitch she needed, because that should have been the final out of the inning.
Well, I like the timeout. It's probably one of the first times today that Ham actually fell behind in the count to a batter. But Keener using the ground, hits it just to the left over to Johnson, who just can't field it cleanly.
It's going to go as E5 in the scorebook. And here is Ellie Williams, who has been the star of the tournament for the Georgia Impact with yet another opportunity.
I like Ham starting her off with a changeup, knowing that she's coming up with big swings. Ellie Williams has had a great tournament thus far.
This one is ripped down the line, a base hit. Ellie Williams looking to go 2. They're waving around Keener. She'll score, and Ellie Williams comes through with another big hit. She's got 10 runs batted in, and finally the Impact have impacted the game with a run scored.
Love this hit by Ellie Williams. One, she crushes it, but how does she do it? She swings early in the count, and she laces this ball down the left field line. Ball's hit hard enough to where it gets to the left field corner, and that makes it easy for Keener to score. And this is the Georgia Impact that we've talked about. They are resilient. They will not go away.
And now Mackenzie Ruditi, a chance to tie it, because you know that Williams has got some wheels over at second base. You're going to actually go bring in Kayla Gusev to come in as a courtesy runner so she can run as well. So Gusev over at second. And this one's going to be lifted out to right field. LaPena backpedals. She's going to make the play and retire the side. But Ellie Williams has the Impact on the board for the first time. It's 2-1 here in KC. Ellie Williams behind home plate today has really impacted the game. She's got 2 of the 4 hits, and she brought home the first run of the contest. A big day for Ellie Williams, and now this is what the Impact team needs. They are right back in the contest, down just a run.
Leading off the center fielder, number 23, Hannah Cooper.
And a Coors plate. She struck out at her first plate appearance. Both the pitchers today have pitched extremely well.
job by both pitchers, and this is a big game. Both pitchers pitching for their first ever World Championship. A lot of high emotions, but both pitchers doing a nice job getting ahead of the batters.
Big pitch by Curry after she fell behind 2-0 to make it 2-1. Flipped up on the infield and caught by the second baseman, Connolly. Batbusters get their first out. Well, Chris Garcia is mic'd up for us today, the head coach of the OC Batbusters. Let's listen in.
Hey, take left field away. Take left field away. When we're working our cuts, that we move out, just move out a little bit farther. Okay. Go, 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 go. When we come off the field, I want to make sure that you guys come into there and drink water, because we're going to have about 2.5 minutes again. Let's make sure that we're coming in here, we're drinking water, and we're getting set. We're not out here meeting, okay? And, hey, we like those games. It works in our favor, okay? Let's just keep playing how we play, okay?
I'll tell you, I like all the things that Chris Garcia said, but one thing I especially like, the way he talks to his team, is his tone. The way he's speaking to them, he does it in a tone and a voice where the players can listen. You know, no one's intimidated. He's really just passing along that information that's not going to stress him out.
Roman trying to bunt to get aboard. Dobbins charges in and makes the play for the second out here in the 5th inning. That's why they play for these type of organizations, for the Batbusters, for the impact, because of the great coaching that they learn. You think about what these coaches do to bring to the table for these young 12-year-old ladies, and how all the coaches here that are at the tournament impact these players on a day-to-day basis. It's really, you're hoping that you're going to get somebody that's going to build your daughter up.
Well, it's a big responsibility, of course. All these young girls playing travel ball with the hopes of going on and getting a college scholarship. And so the top coaches, they want to make sure that they're taking care of their players in all aspects of the game. Coaches told me that when they're not practicing, they have a hitting coach, they have a pitching coach, a fielding coach, speed and agility coach.
This one's going to get down, a base hit for Guevara. She had the big hit an inning ago in the 3rd with a double, and she gets another one here in the 5th.
Number 8, Isabella Garcia.
The Batbusters, they love those 2-out hits, don't they?
Well, it's good batting by Guevara. We saw her go opposite field her last time up. I'm sorry, to her strong field, the right side, her last time up. This side, showing us her opposite field swing. Did a nice job of just letting that ball go deep and just going with it.
Here's Bella Garcia. She drove home a run as well, and she tries to ground it up the middle. Connolly's there to grab it, though, and she tags the bag, and she retires the side. Tried to make it a 4-out inning. Batbusters remain up by 1 after a brilliant grab by Grace Connolly to end the inning. We got a good one here in the 12U championship.
All right, fans, it's time to check those pockets again. We're playing pocket litter. The first one to bring a quarter from your team's home state to the press box behind the home plate wins a Mizuno hat and lanyard.
What a tournament it has been for Ellie Williams. She has come through today, 2 doubles so far, including an RBI.
Williams setting the tone for Georgia Impact. I loved her hit in the 1st inning, but she really laced that line drive to score a run.
And our Lindsay Williams is with Natalie Williams. Excuse me, Lindsay Rowley is with Natalie Williams in the stands. Lindsay?
Thanks, Bernie. Now, Natalie, both of your daughters have had a big tournament. Ellie has really performed here today. What's it like for you to be here today, being able to watch them play together?
Oh, I'm just so excited. It's pretty nerve-wracking, but like Emma's getting ready to hit right now, and it's just it's just crazy to sit here and watch them.
And so from what I understand, sometimes it's a situation where they're pitching and catching together. What's that like for you as a mom to watch?
Oh, it's so hard because I'm like, oh, you threw that. No, you caught it wrong. No, you pitched it right. Or, it's so hard because I don't know which one to blame or think did great. So
do you ever deal with any brawls post-game between the two?
Yes, I do. Just a couple of times. They've come to some fisticuffs.
Well, I've noticed there's these big heads and posters that you as the parents brought out. How did that come about?
We were just so excited. We had the confidence in these girls that they were going to bring it to TV, and here we are, and we had our mom, Jennifer Boatwright, print these off and make them, and we're just so happy.
And so overall, what has this week been like for you and your girls, this whole experience?
It's been amazing. It's been just truly amazing.
Thank you so much, Nat.
Thank you.
Guys?
The impact, they brought their game with the big heads.
Hey, and I like the confidence of Natalie, knowing, hey, my daughter's a pitcher, my other daughter's a catcher. They're going to fight it out after the games. I like the confidence. They had the big heads made, knowing and believing they're going to be on TV. So, of course, that confidence heads right down through the entire Georgia Impact roster.
Williams, though, down on strikes. Grace Connolly now at the plate.
I had a chance to talk to Ellie Williams and Emma before the game. And I said, are you guys going to college together? And they said, that'd be great. We're a package deal.
That's great.
I think we got that seed planted for them both.
Bounce it to the shortstop, Martinez, and she's going to make the play for the second out. First of two games today coming up at 2:30 Eastern. We'll crown another champion as the USA Elite Select World Fastball Championships continue with the 18 and under championship game right here on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Texas Glory and the OC Batbusters facing off against one another in that one. A rematch of a game we saw on Monday night on the CBS Sports Network, and it was the Glory coming through with a win. I'm sure those two teams eager to face off against one another once again.
Well, two of the top teams in the country. Of course, there's always a little rivalry when California meets the state of Texas.
Cassie Boatwright. And it's a quadruple header this weekend because not only are they trying to qualify for the later games today, but they're trying to qualify tomorrow. There's the Beverly Bandits. We saw them play as well. They're still alive in contention, trying to make it back to Championship Sunday, where we'll have two more games for you on the air on the CBS Sports Network starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 local time here in Kansas City. Overall, this is a spectacular week of softball, some really great games. But the thing that separates this tournament from some of the others is it's been a really great learning experience for these players as well, getting to hear from coaches, former players, as well as watch the NPF. We got a good one here. Still a 2-1 game, headed to the bottom of the sixth. Already got their Barbara Jordan Lindsay rally in the heart of America, 12th youth championship of the inaugural USA Elite Select World Fastball Championships. And as you can see, high drama, a lot of emotion here in this championship game, especially at 12 years old. And the Batbusters, they lead, headed into the final inning. They have a chance to add to this 2-run advantage, but the Impact, they're down to their final 3 outs in this championship game. Good spot of the lineup for the OC Batbusters to get a little insurance as Martinez leads things off.
Their power hitters coming up at 4, 5, and 6. They love nothing more than to push 1 or 2 more runs across here.
Martinez 0 for 2 in this championship game. Curry's pitched well. The only 2 runs for the Batbusters came in the 3rd inning. Pena's single, the double by Guevara. It's really the difference. And a walk issued to Martinez, and she will lead off the 6th. To check out our combat action analysis, and this is how it all started for the OC Batbusters. Emily LaPena, some base running skills.
LaPena, she gets a base hit. And when Georgia Impact doesn't pay attention, Pena takes advantage of it. She breaks for second base, and that's key because she moves to third on the ground ball, and then a wild pitch, she scores easily to give the Batbusters their first run.
Genesis Johnson, they're playing for 1 run, sacrifice bunt, moves Martinez over to second. That's how LaPena scored on the wild pitch. And it wouldn't even have been a possibility if it wasn't for her taking that extra base early on.
Right, that really set the stage for her to score in that situation. She never would have been on third base had she not taken that open base.
So here's Layla Martinez, 0 for 2 with 6 runs batted in this championship, looking for her first big hit. Excuse me, officially 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. You see, this is a very team-oriented group, though. They're not afraid to lay it down to move their fellow teammates into scoring position. One and 2 now.
Nice job by Curry attacking Martinez, getting ahead in the count. So important, especially when runners aren't in scoring position.
Foul away again. Curry's last strikeout came back in the 3rd, her 3rd K of the contest. She came in allowing only 4 runs this entire tournament, or 5 wins. She's pitched well over 30 innings, as this one's going to be grounded to Cummings. Bobbled at first, but she recovers, makes the play. Martinez over to third, but now there's 2 outs here in the 6th.
Cummings doing a nice job of guarding the line late in the game.
Looks like we are going to see a pinch hitter. And Mia Mendoza get an opportunity here to hit for Lacey Ham. Rebecca Cantillo, her cousin, played for the Chicago Bandits. She's gonna pinch hit here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. Let's listen to Chris Garcia mic'd up a moment ago.
We're gonna pinch hit. This would be the inning to do it.
Yeah.
More out, so just putting it out there. Not that we should.
That's the challenge, Barb, because you got this big roster. They all probably want to make their national television debut, and a balance of when do you go to the bench, and even at the college and the NPF level, it's was an interesting dynamic when you try to pull the trigger to bring in the pinch hitter.
Well, it's an opportunity to play in this game, to compete in the World Championships, and what that does for a player, it doesn't matter if it's for an inning or for an at-bat, it creates confidence. They're getting reps on the biggest stage possible for their age group.
Batbusters threatening Curry, though, about to get out of the jam, and she will. She strikes out Mendoza to retire the side, but it's the bottom of the lineup for the Impact coming up with the Batbusters 3 outs away from the championship. It's the final inning of the 12U championship game. Let's check out today's Dean-Marini difference maker, Lacey Ham. What a performance she's had. 6 strikeouts so far in the contest, Barb.
Well, what we've seen with Lacey Ham is we've seen her work the zone left to right. She's used her curve. She's used her screwball. Only giving up 1 run so far this afternoon.
What a big day for Lacey Ham, and she's gotten out of a couple of jams. 93 pitches thrown. She's allowed 4 hits. She's walked 1 and struck out 6, and now she's going to face 7, 8, and 9. As the Batbusters 3 outs away from being the inaugural champions.
Let's go, Lacey, let's go.
Dobbins struck out in her first plate appearance and grounded out in the 4th.
Let's go, let's go.
Bunting to get aboard, and now she's behind 0-2. But a 2-1 game, though, this is a game that can change with 1 swing. Oh, 2 put into play. Garcia rounds into the first, retires the first batter they face. And a moment ago, Chris Garcia talked with their catcher, Keelan Hill, about making sure that they get first pitch strikes. He's mic'd up.
I want to make sure that we're gonna go to the top of the 7th with 7, 8, 9. I don't want to go to the top of the inning anymore. Okay?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that everything we do is I want to get strike for strike, and then let's try to play a little bit farther out. But I want, if we get a ground balls, let's get ground balls. Okay?
Okay.
I love this. Chris Garcia always teaching, and it's so important that the Georgia Impact doesn't get back to the top of the order, because in the 2 spot, Ellie Williams, who already today has 2 doubles.
Swing and a miss by Sarah Curry, who struck out twice. She just hasn't quite figured out Lacey Ham. She has only 1 hit in this entire championship weekend, but what a moment if she can get her second.
Let's go, Lacey, let's go. Let's go, Lacey, let's go.
Right now for Georgia Impact, it's about getting base runners. That increases their chances of pushing somebody across, especially if they can get back to the top of the lineup. So right now for Curry and Cummings, they just want to do everything they can to find themselves on base.
Three balls and a strike. This isn't the player that you should work around.
No, Ham's just fallen behind. She did a great job with the first batter this inning, getting ahead.
Comes right back under, it's 3-2.
And you can see that Ham is well coached, knowing that you don't want to give up a walk, especially in the 7th inning. Your team only had a run.
Big pitch, payoff pitch coming, and they got her swinging, and now the Batbusters are 1 out away. 7 Ks for Lacey Ham.
I love the presence in the circle by Lacey Ham with 2 strikes, going to her curveball and attacking that outside corner.
So the final hope for the Georgia Impact is Haley Cummings. She had a single back in the 3rd. If the Impact come through, give Ellie Williams yet another chance, they would need to get 2 base runners. Outside corner. Called strike, it's 1-1. Impact hoping for a 7th inning 2-out rally. Good contact there, but it is fouled into the bullpen.
Yeah, make no mistake with Haley Cummings batting in the 9th spot. She's taken some excellent swings today and has really just missed on some pitches. She's got very good power for a 9-hole hitter.
The Impact are down to their final strike. The 1-2 pitch. ground ball over to Garcia. She'll make the play, and the OC Batbusters are the world champions. 2-1 our final here in Kansas City.
Don't drop it.
What a win today for the OC Batbusters behind a brilliant performance by their pitcher, Lacey Ham.
Ham really set the tone in this circle. She attacked at batters innings 1 through 7, only giving up that 1 run. And then offensively, it was the little things. And led by Emily LaPena, offensively with the base hit, aggressive on the bases, scoring on a wild pitch to set the tone and give the Batbusters an early lead.
The Batbusters, a winner, a 2-1 final. We'll talk to the winners when we come back to Kansas City after the first of 4 championship games on the CBS Sports Network.